Welcome back to the Western Conference Elitists pod. Today we'll be following up our 2025 redraft so that we can keep stock of how players are doing, basically in relation to where they got drafted. So we're going to be taking turns making picks on what we would do now. Totally team agnostic and fit agnostic. Just take your best guys. So with pick number 1 in the 2024 NBA redraft, give me Steph Castle.
Yeah, it's not really a question, is it?
Yep. Well, touted as a pretty weak draft class, maybe the weakest. Steph Castle has shown himself to be a gem. He is. Yeah, I think the first thing we have to talk about is the defense, right? This guy, now, it's been said that he does have Wemby behind him, so he can really take some risks. But even if you watch the film, just one-on-one, he is a brutal matchup draw.
For anyone, really. Guards, wings.
As a rookie.
Should we check out the guardometer?
Oh, wow. Look at the advanced metrics. They love him. Impact guardometer. Yeah, he's taking guards and wings. But he's a real menace against guards. The way he's strong and sturdy.
And fast.
And what about his deflections and stuff? Is he touching those or?
Yeah, they're, you know.
Yeah. Well, usually when a guy is guarding the best players on teams, those numbers would be lower. And then the guys who are off ball, kind of hunting, like passing lanes and stuff, like SGAs and usually your 1A offensive load guys, they'll have higher steals and stuff to compensate. But this is about as clamp. I mean, he could be your best guard defender on a championship team. Not much more to say.
Yeah. The assist rate's high. I think that's because of his chemistry with Wemby, which I'm actually not going to sell short because although it is very easy to sell him throw Wemby lobs, Castle's the best I've seen at doing it. So I actually think that's impressive. Potential assists high. Turnovers are bad. You know that.
Turnovers are a problem, but I don't know if he's necessarily the long-term point guard in San Antonio. I think he's more of a 2, which is not a problem at all. And the other thing we got.
Is he a 2? Is his profile for a 2?
I think he's 2. High turnover.
Gravity.
High turnover. Elite
Gravity,
defense.
Pretty poor.
I think he's a long-term 2. But the thing with him, even as a prospect, I think you really covered this class, was that he is touching the paint and his free throw rate is going to be just ridiculous. He gets by defenders with ease, and the only way to stop him is by hacking him.
Yeah.
So we love paint touching guards.
Yeah, he gets 2 feet in the paint, and he just does great things after that. With my first pick, I'm going to take Buzelis.
It's a good pick.
I do get it that Caleb Wilson is there, and that's going to affect things for sure. But Buzelis, I think, has just grown a lot in the last couple of years. He's become a much better slasher and ball handler than I expected. He's got Edey kind of serving him, which is nice. And let's look at the Savant, but the measurables are very good with him, and the numbers were really surprising when we dove into it. You could see here, I mean, the threes is pretty good, and this is for a position of wings, which is a tough one to compete at. Like Chicago wasn't really playing much meaningful basketball, so the defensive stuff, it's fine. It's actually pretty good.
It's actually really good. He actually was the team leader of blocks in Chicago over all the centers.
Yeah, I mean, they had like Jalen Smith.
It's Derek. But okay, he's 98th percentile across the league for wings in blocks.
I mean, guarded guards more than even guarded wings here. You could see.
Wow, that's an important stat. That's versatility.
Yeah.
And guards and wings doesn't matter. He's blocking the crap out of everyone.
Yeah, usage is fine. The free throws are good. I just think that there's a lot of good here to build off of.
He's another gem. He's another gem in this class. I feel good about that.
And I think he may be the last.
Okay. I agree. He is the last blue chip of this class, but I know who I'm taking with the next pick. It is actually going to be Zach Edey.
Okay.
Give me Zach Edey, and let's look at his numbers. I would say the one thing with Zach Edey so far has been health. But I'm pretty sure, I haven't looked at it, but I'm pretty sure on a per-minute basis, he's been pretty impressive.
Here's Zach Edey Savant page. He's obviously 7'3" with a
Yeah.
8 foot.
Can we look at last year? Did he play more or no?
We could.
Played a little more. I love the length. I love the measurables. Did we have impact stats last year or? Yeah. It's pretty good. It's honestly not perfect.
No, it's not.
It's not perfect at all, actually. But
he's got work to do.
But I think that there's a profile in there for him to.
How do you think he plays with Boozer?
I think quite well, because I think we always say that draft was like a pick the best landing spot for every prospect if it was, and they just went there. I think it's the same with Memphis, where Boozer's number one weakness is easily the rim protection aspect, and Edey's number one strength is easily the rim protection. So I think they cover for each other pretty well, and Edey's a massive human, and I think there's a lot more left in the tank out of him. And I think Memphis is expecting pretty big things out of him. We'll see how that goes. Now, if there's another year this year of injuries and issues, you could see us next year, because we want to do these redrafts every year, you could see him sliding really far. This is a big year for his career.
I don't know how far you can even really slide here. Honestly.
Well, because the competition.
Yeah, which is why with my next pick, I'm going to take who I was really banging the doors for at the draft office. I was covering this draft in Brooklyn. I would take Clingan.
Yeah.
Because I think he's, like it's saying something that Donovan Clingan is more athletically versatile than Zach Edey. Because Clingan is, kind of looks like he has rocks in his shoes sometimes, but. The three-pointer is coming along. I saw him hit 3 threes in a game, 4 threes in a game. So, that's, a kind of a Brook Lopez arc that he's on. And, for me, when I was covering this class, it was very simple. It was, we're kind of searching for things that we trust, things that we know. And I know that Donovan Clingan can play center in the NBA, and he could start at center for 10 years, which is why I had Clingan number 1 on my big board. It was just because I thought that he was the safest pick in the entire draft. Reese Shea was also thought to be that. For me, it was Clingan. The numbers are good. He's got good rim field goal. I imagine
this is Clingan up right now?
Yeah, this is Clingan.
Wow, actually very impressive.
Yeah, a lot of value there. Good offensive rebounding, good block rates, great rim field goal percentages.
Yeah, the ones you're going to look at with him are basically going to be the block percentage, shooting at the rim.
Yeah, and the threes I think is important because the spacing is just.
Yeah, it's a really nice.
I can't imagine his gravity is anything, if he even has it. No, it's not. But
yeah,
that's because centers are guarding him.
And he's also not exactly a feared shooter.
Certainly not. But it's only year 2, and this was something that we literally thought may never happen.
I agree. If in this draft we're talking, if there's anything left in the tank to unlock in these guys, they're going pretty high in this redraft.
Yeah. So speaking of pretty high, who you got at 5? Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I think there's a clear pick, and I think it's Alex Sarr.
Yeah, I was going to take Sarr.
Yeah, I think after this we're going to be scrapping.
Yeah. I think so too.
But Alex Sarr is a good pick. He's a rangy, rim protecting 4/5. Let's see if he can.
My big thing in the draft was I didn't think he was a 5.
I know, and you also didn't think he was a 4.
Yeah,
because the shooting.
What I think of as a 4.
Because the shooting is not good enough to be 4.
He had like a Kevin Garnett thing to him, where it's like he kept shooting shots right a step in from the mid range, from the 3-point line.
Yeah,
and he just wasn't a really good 3-point shooter. But the numbers are pretty good.
Numbers defensively, especially. I mean, it's everything you would expect out of a near 7-foot frame that is fluid. He's going to be a really 7 foot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be a real defender. I mean, what's his switchability like? What's his guardometer say? Our Western Conference elitists. Yeah, but it's not surprising. He's 7 feet tall. I think some advanced numbers like him more than others. But
statistical comp to Anthony Davis is cool.
That is cool because he's big and rangy, and the block numbers, man.
Pretending we didn't see that.
Look, those.
But hey, say his name.
Say his name. Yeah, but block numbers are gonna be good. taking on elite matchup difficulty, which is surprising.
How would you compare him to Clingan here? Having looked, and we can even do a comparison.
I think he and Clingan are. Yeah, you could run a little comparison. Another feature on Basketball Savant that we love. I think he and Clingan are kind of inverted versions of each other.
Sure.
Where Clingan is like a rocks in the shoes.
Ooh, yeah.
But shooter, kind of big. Now they converge on the rim protection aspect.
See, he's got a little better. Clingan's got the edge just a bit.
Yeah, they
Although
converge
Sarr's
on
got the block percentage edge.
But
And the block 75.
where Sarr is going to be fluid and probably live more on the perimeter as a big, and kind of just be rangy.
For sweeping all the shooting.
Yeah, shout out Clingan, man. He had a good shooting year, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with all these unserious teams trying to get more serious with the lottery reforms. It's not going to be much of this just garbage basketball anymore.
Hey, preach. Am I right?
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Shout out Adam Silver.
Shout out Adam Silver. He made the right call.
Who are you going to take at 6?
Yeah, here's where it gets a little fun. I think that there's a lot of options depending on what you're going to go for here. Wow. We're just going through the big board. Wow. I'm going to take AJ Mitchell.
Yep.
Pretty going
Shout
away.
out Presty.
Shout out Presty, man.
What a pick, man. I think it's a slam dunk pick.
It's a complete slam dunk pick. In fact, I'm actually pretty happy I got him this late at 6.
Pull up the Savant. Pull up the Savant.
Let's check it out. I mean, for me, this is really a no-brainer. Like, he's a proven playoff scoring guard who we haven't
just X the Clingan. Yeah.
And the numbers will show you. He's a good defender.
Wow.
He's a good defender. Sorry he wasn't guarding your top defender.
Sorry that Alex Caruso, Kaysen Wallace, even SGA, J-Dub, sorry they were guarding the best players, but...
Look, we could be doing this in maybe 2 years. I'm not sure if it'll be next year, and he could be the second pick. He could be the third pick in this class, in the redraft. Like,
yeah, wow. Keep scrolling. Let's see.
He's got that much value.
Oh, my. He could have gone higher. He maybe should have gone
to Dylan Harper. He probably, I'm happy to get him where I got him, but the numbers.
Yeah, because he's a paint touching point guard consistently in the second round.
Yeah. I mean, it was a heist by Presti to get a 6'4"
This guy.
He could shoot. He can get to the paint. He could. How's the assist rate? It's it's pretty good for position. So it's not going to hurt you too badly. The wingspan and the height, are all pluses. So
6'4", that is our benchmark. What you look for?
Yeah, we always say if you're below 6'4",
you gotta blow us away.
Except for if your name is Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, well, if you're below 6'4", you gotta blow us away, especially offensively.
I don't even think you have to blow us away. For me, you just can't play. But obviously, we subscribe to the Becky Hammond philosophy, which is
we're making the same
blown up in our face here in New York City, here in cozy Midtown New York City.
Yeah,
but we still subscribe to it.
Gotta be process oriented.
Yeah, shout out Brunson. I mean, he's the man. But.
Shout out Brunson, man, King of New York.
And AJ Mitchell, so he counts for that. So I'm gonna take AJ Mitchell. With
excellent pick. Way to scroll the big board. Way to scroll the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems he was.
He was kind of the one. I mean, you could take Bronny.
Ooh, there's wow. There's a lot of. Honestly, second round may have more rotation players than the first round.
We'll see about that.
Okay. Wow, I'm gonna need
bad top 6.
I'm gonna need some scrolling.
Can we talk about the top 6? It's not a bad top 6.
Just cycle through it. I need to see everyone.
Like so far out of the top 6, we have 6 quality starters.
All right, give me Kyshawn George.
Okay. Well, take us through it.
Yeah, so Kyshawn George, year 1, looked like kind of a nothing. Towards the end of the year, I remember he started getting a lot of on-ball reps, which was exciting. And he shot like a gazillion attempts from 3 his rookie year for what he is. Having kind of not been that, it's AWN.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's a forward who in the NBA has been very on-ball and very three-point attempt heavy, which is really good. Now, he hasn't been very efficient at really anything.
Nobody in Washington really has.
I agree. And, I mean, he's been literally running point guard duties for them. It hasn't really been Bub. Hasn't really been Koulibaly.
Koulibaly.
It's really been Kyshawn for the past 2 years, and he's definitely exceeded expectations. And in a more scaled back role, I think he could be a real rotation guy, maybe starter on a more serious team.
Well, Wizards are going to be kind of serious because if you're just drawing out
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. There was obviously,
I don't know if Kyshawn has a spot in the lineup. It's not guaranteed, that's for sure.
Not at all.
Do you think? I mean, you watch a lot of Wizards, you know. Do you think he has a spot in the lineup? Assuming Sarr, Edey, Trae Young, and Devonsta in the lineup, so it's him or Trey Johnson or Will Riley.
It's interesting.
Or, yeah, they have some guys.
I think it's definitely him over Riley. I think Riley has a decent ways to go before he's a NBA starter. But he was a project pick. He was a freshman out of college.
Yeah.
But regardless, we'll see. I think Kyshawn is a decent bet, especially in this class.
So you're taking him here, and this was pick 7, which leaves me at pick 8 with an interesting decision. I have a couple of names in mind. I don't really want to say them because
just talk us through them. I have my own thinking.
Yeah, I already have enough big men. Not that I'm really doing a team draft, but Yves Mies is somebody I'm high on. But I would take Khalil Ware because we just saw him get traded for legitimate things. So say what you want about him, but he has value. He was arguably the number 1 prospect, besides for these probably 2 first-round picks, which I would say were more valuable. The 1 first-round pick this year in this year's class. But he was arguably the kind of the core of the Giannis trade. So like that means something to me here. We've seen him put up great rim protecting numbers and shooting, which is kind of what we're going for here. But let's look at the numbers because they could either be really bad or really good.
Yeah, I'm expecting good blocks.
Yeah, here's Khalil Ware. And the defense, the rebounding is really good. The defensive rebounding. But besides for that, the numbers aren't great. And
he's a black hole. He is a black hole.
Yeah.
The assist percentage, the turnover percentage, potential assists. He has a potential assist of 1 every 75 possessions. He basically passes it to an open shooter once.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he's not a connector at all. He doesn't.
Pretty switchable for his size.
Yeah.
Pretty switchable.
He is pretty switchable.
Yeah.
He can guard both equally.
But
the comps aren't great.
The comps aren't surprising. It's switchable.
It's not surprising at all.
Switchable.
Dominating actually does make a lot of sense. Yeah. I thought the 3-point shooting it's not bad. It's not bad.
No, 3-point shooting is really good. Actually.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. But honestly, if he is going to play, every single one of those bars in the defensive category is going to have to be blood red.
Yeah, especially
if he's going to play.
Rim field goals. I think this just has to.
He's going to need to be a 90th percentile shot blocker.
And he'll get the opportunity in Miami.
In Milwaukee. Yeah. Yeah, he will.
They have Turner there, but I think it's going to be pretty even split between the two.
Yeah.
I think that he'll show better flashes also. They have a weird kind of motor thing with him that everybody keeps complaining about.
Doesn't have one?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So,
and you kind of see it. You kind of see it in the stats. They show up. His head is down. He's not passing at all. He's just getting the ball and hoping to shoot threes. It's very dominating. Except dominating does it in the mid range.
Pick 9, buddy.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about on 420.
Yeah.
Now, me and you are currently in a standoff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Are you aware of the standoffs?
I think I am, but I who knows?
And I'm not going to break it. I'm going to take Jalen Tyson.
I was going to take Jalen Tyson.
I think he's a decent bet at a solid rotation guy. He can do a lot of things that I like. Now, he's never going to be a high usage go-to offensive guy, but he can score, he can pass, he can defend. He should be able to fit around stars pretty decently, and I think he was a really good get for Cleveland. Cleveland just has, honestly, all sorts of issues about their lineup and the synergies in general, but I think he's one of the better pieces. You want to open his situation?
Yeah, do you think he could play the 3 wing there?
For sure. I think he could play the 3.
Okay, here we have Jalen Tyson.
Yeah.
Great matchup difficulty, great opponent.
Yeah.
You know,
He can
just-
defend, like I said.
Is he a winger or a guard? They have him as a guard,
He can
which does
he can
matter.
defend. Look at that. Elite high matchup
And a high
difficulty.
three-point percentage.
And
Wow.
he's clamping his matchups.
Yeah, this
Good
is a
3-point
pick.
percentage, above average threes a game. Yeah, playmaking is low, but he's going to be an off-ball guy. So
He better be.
it's What's the turnover percentage? Is it ugly?
No, it's pretty middle of the pack.
Okay, that's great. That's great. That'll play for sure.
Yeah.
And he's a good piece.
I agree. I think this was a good pick. He guards a lot, which is cool.
Yeah.
And they're gonna probably need him to be the fifth starter now that LeBron is heading to Philly.
Yeah. Shout out Braun.
Oh, which takes us to pick number 10. Does this class go 10 deep? It's a
Well.
good question.
Let's see who you take here.
Yeah, there really is no other pick besides for Jared McCain.
Ooh, the standoff ends.
Yeah.
Ooh. Shout out Daryl Morey.
We don't
Sell
like
high.
it.
Sell high.
Sell high on Jared McCain.
I'm glad we got the 6'4" rant in before this pick.
Yeah, there's a reason why. We didn't want to take Jared McCain, and it's because he is
A liability
He's a
defensively.
complete liability. Can't play defense. Now
Give me the numbers.
let's look
Give
at
me the numbers.
You know, like this is gonna be.
Check out the Jared McCain profile. I don't think I've ever looked at it. I'm expecting high threes on volume and percentages. Oh, the defense is. Oh, it's horrible.
Well, hang on. Before we make fun of the matchup difficulty, which I agree is really bad, it's Brian level.
Oh,
Here's
that is
how
the
location-
first percentile matchup difficulty we've seen since Bronny.
Yes.
And Bronny was on 1 minute a game.
It is definitely as bad as Bronny, but
Oh.
he is also in Oklahoma City, so it's a little
Sell
bit
high, sell high, sell
different.
high.
100% sell
Well,
high
this is
on
also taking into account when he was on Philly. It was all one season. Let's look last
Should we
season.
look at
Let's
last-
look
he
at
didn't play
his
a lot.
rookie
He
season.
didn't play too much last year, but yeah, the numbers are all.
Well, it looks pretty consistent to me.
I agree. I think getting a first for him was pretty good business by Dylan.
Especially that first is Phylon. He's going to be the backup point guard in
Was that
Philly.
the first in the end? It was Phylon?
Yep,
Oh wow,
I think so.
it's kind of a
Or
lateral
was
move,
it?
though?
Yeah, it was. I would much rather Phylon than Jared McCain as a prospect.
Really? Why?
Phylon won his freshman year at Bama. He was literally a defensive prospect, like super
Yeah.
good defender. Then second year, everyone was like, okay, Phylon. He could have gone in the lottery in the 2025 loaded class,
Yeah.
maybe 20s, but he was a genuine freshman defensive prospect on Bama. Second year, he goes back.
No
People are
serious-
like, all we need to see is shooting. Like, if you can shoot, if you can carry the load offensively, because there's no Sears, so there was a big opportunity for
Well,
him
Grant
to
Nelson
show.
too.
No Grant Nelson. He had to do it all himself.
No Youngblood.
The offensive breakout was huge.
Yeah.
He did everything, basically. Now, the defense took a sizable step back. Now,
But not as sizable as Jared McCain.
but not first percentile in the NBA in matchup difficulty. You know what that means? That means Mark Daigneault and who's the Sixers coach?
Nick Nurse.
Nick Nurse. That means Mark Daigneault and Nick Nurse are walking into their game plan meetings, and the first thing they're putting on the bulletin board is who's their worst offensive player for Jared McCain to guard.
Yeah. How can we
And
hide?
everything else is built around that.
And the numbers
I'm not willing
offensively
to.
are just not good
I'm
enough.
not willing to tie up my entire defensive scheme for a player who's not even that good offensively. He's a floor spacer, maybe.
Gravity is
Nah.
probably pretty good. Yeah, it's not even great. I mean, he's
Not
in Oklahoma
even
City, so
great.
things are different, but yeah, it's not somebody who I really believe in. But
He's a big name. He's
I think that we saw him.
he's a TikToker.
We at least saw him have a role as a bench player in important games,
and
can
he
get
provided
really-
some important sparks.
Some really important sparks. So, like, that is noteworthy that he can compete in the biggest stages and hit big shots at an extremely high percentage. I thought he was shooting like 85% from three in last year's in the playoffs against the Lakers. So, like, those numbers are insane. And I mean, there are actually probably a couple other shooters here that could match that, but I don't think we're gonna get to them for a while.
For a while.
All right, you're up next.
Oh,
Wanna
man.
Scroll.
I just want to acknowledge all the guys that were on the screen there as like the top guys who got drafted in this range. They all stink. Can you go back up? Can you just see who's available in order of where they actually got drafted?
Yeah, I think anyone in the top 10, I think we're done with. I mean, Risache might go at some point, and his numbers I think are actually pretty interesting to look at. But we'll get to him if we do.
Wow.
He's already on the second
I'm
team.
gonna need a scroll here.
You're gonna need a scroll. That's fair. I think the answer is. Oh,
Yeah. We saw the answer at the same time.
Tell me. I know who it is. The two, I think.
Okay, give me Jalen Wells.
I was gonna take Jalen Wells.
Yeah, I think we both had an audible reaction when we saw him. We both remember he was low-key leading the Rookie of the Year race for a while.
I do remember that.
And that's now Rookie of the Year is obviously relative to your peers who stink.
Elite
but
matchup, 99th percentile matchup difficulty.
yeah, Memphis was just throwing him at guys. I mean, 99th percentile matchup difficulty.
Means he was guarding really hard players.
He's gonna have to scale back on a series team. He's gonna probably guard the second
No,
best.
he can't be your best defender.
Guard. He's gonna have to scale back. But I like the 3-point attempts and I like the matchups. And
Yeah, if you had to pick a couple of bars to be read,
those are the ones you kind of want for him.
Yeah.
I wish he had better results
Let's see
as
what
a
it was.
defender.
Let's see what it was the year before. Maybe they weren't so tanky. Another
Okay.
99th. It was
Okay, but they were much
pretty
better.
Good, yeah.
They were much better. Okay,
So I guess
I
that's
feel
a
good
good-
about this pick. You're buying a 3-and-D guy guard, so
I also feel pretty good about it for you.
yeah, thank you. It was a stressful pick. We got stressful picks ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Yves Mies here. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This guy's untradeable according to New Orleans. He looked so
Him, Trey
good.
Murphy, and
We remember watching his debut game, man, and we almost spent our entire fab budget this year and next year on him in fantasy. I eventually got him, which is maybe why I'm taking him here. But he is a pretty classic 5, but just way worse than the ones we've been talking about. He can't shoot, obviously, and I wouldn't trust him to do anything outside of the paint. I wouldn't even say his block numbers are that good.
numbers. Give us numbers.
Let's do the numbers.
Yeah, I remember when we were watching him. It was one of the first games of the season,
Oh, he's a
and
Baylor guy.
we literally saw we were like, wow, he's so fluid.
So fluid.
Wow, look at that, he's clam.
He's just offensively. He's not going to give you much. At least the
He's
blocks
a
are
0
fine.
offensively.
He's a complete 0. The
He's
blocks are
unplayable
pretty good.
offensively.
He's a backup big, is what he is.
Yeah, his only semblance of offense is
Capella, Steven Adams. Those are.
Capella's a great comp. If Capella stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
'Cause
surprising.
The lob catching, I don't even think is great.
It's not.
Yeah.
He's not that vertically athletic. It's really just a buy on the size and fluidity, and hopefully he develops some. What's the playmaking? Does he have anything? No. He can't hub. He can't really initiate. He can't really finish. So he needs to figure out some way to contribute offensively, but he has the physical ability to become a noticeable defensive
Backup
center.
though. I just don't see him as
not
a
a starter.
starter.
He's not a starter.
I just don't see him starting. He may start in New Orleans, but that's saying more.
That's
about
That's only because New Orleans is trying to force a relocation.
Yeah. I mean, look,
They
when
might
we-
start him at center to force fans not to come to games.
Yeah, when we do this next
Yeah.
year, and New Orleans is playing in Vegas, and Portland's playing in Seattle.
Yeah,
Whatever.
good. Get that
We'll clip this one.
booked.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're at the point where I am not looking forward to making any picks.
I have names in mind.
I do too, but
I just don't feel
but
very
they're
confident about them.
They're not great names.
I don't feel
Okay,
like-
I actually know what I'm taking. Give me Dennis Jenkins.
Whoa!
Undrafted.
Undrafted.
Yep. You're gonna have to go all the way to the
Nice
bottom.
find.
Yeah. Give me Dennis Jenkins.
Do you want the numbers?
I would love the numbers. He emerged as a real minutes guy, important player for Detroit. I thought he was going to be just an unserious player, but he honestly gave them a lot of things they needed. He did. His
They need a
3-point
lot,
percentage.
Detroit.
3-point percentage. Now, Detroit was probably dying for him to take more threes because no one does on the team. But he gets steals. His attempts aren't good, but he's careful with the ball. He's getting assists. He's a tertiary guard. He's not your first guard. He's not your second guard.
That's
But
a good way of
he could be
putting
your
it.
third guard. And
On a good team, like if Detroit has a real serious, he weighs 170
Detroit is a good
pounds.
team.
He weighs 170. I mean, that's what you weigh.
okay, That is, I weigh more, but
Yeah.
but that's also at the combine after
I get it.
your first year, second year. Everyone weighs 170 pounds in the NBA.
He's turning 25 this year.
That's what they say.
He's turning 25 in a month.
He's a 6'4" guard who can play basketball on a team that isn't the worst team in the league. Okay, give me Dennis Jenkins, and I feel good about it.
Thank you, man. He's all yours. Which leaves me the next pick. And I'm going to take Jacob Walter because I don't know why you're laughing. Jacob Walter is a very good shooter.
Whoa!
He's pretty massive in terms of height and wingspan. Yeah, laugh at that. The match.
Whoa! He can defend. He can defend.
Yeah, so I think Jacob's
wow,
actually
what a pick! What a pull! See,
picks.
this is why you need to be using Basketball Savant.
Take us through.
Otherwise, we would just be sitting here going off vibes. We didn't see him play much. He probably played spotty
He's a Baylor
minutes.
guy. I'd be saying he's a Baylor guy, and he is.
We're looking at his numbers, and he is better than people know.
Gives me kind of Hugo vibes, honestly.
The defense is really good. It's real. That's real defense. What's his minutes like? Okay.
It's not crazy.
It's not terrible for not a starter.
Yeah, I agree. So this is gonna be.
He's
my
getting
pick.
steals. He's guarding good players. He's guarding them well. He's taking a lot of threes. Now, we're going to have the same issue we've had with a lot of guys where he is a black hole on offense, as in he gets the ball and he is just shooting a three and he is never passing.
Yeah.
Never passing. And that's not going to play in the NBA, unfortunately, because he's not Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Con Knipple, or whatever. Those are the only guys who are allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. has gotten away with it for a while.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah. So he's going to have to learn to dribble looking up, and then you could have a real piece. You could. I mean, I think
I have something here.
Yeah. There's standout skills there that we really like as a front office.
You could start, maybe.
It's hard, man. It's hard to find good defensive guards.
I don't think this was a Masai Ujiri pick, but it does kind of give me a Masai Ujiri vibe.
It does. Just size and length.
Yeah.
Defensive.
Well. Pick 15. That's the lottery. So we redrafted the lottery just now.
Actually, that's a solid lottery, man.
Yeah, it gets a lot of hate. The top 6 was pretty good, and then there's a kind of.
I think
drop
7's good.
The rest is kind of role players, though. I'd say 6 is.
Yeah, but how many? I think it's role players from pick 1, honestly. Maybe pick 2.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah. I mean, they're good role players.
Not wrong.
They're good role players, probably, maybe. We'll see how they develop. But
They are all role players. Castle may be the only non-role player here. AJ Mitchell has a chance, I think.
All right, let's keep it running.
Yeah, it's your pick.
I'm going to take Reed Shepard.
Whoa! I got panned for picking Jared McCain, and here he is picking Reed Shepard. Talk us through it.
Well, there's just outlier shooting.
Just where on earth do you think? Wow, and
It's outlier shooting, and he generates a lot of defensive turnovers. And historically, every single undersized guard that really sticks around has real defensive turnover.
Do you think he
stuff.
could start on a team that's making the playoffs?
Oh man,
That wins a first-round playoff series.
Yeah, it would just have to be a really good defensive team around him.
Yeah.
Really good. But if you think about it, all these guys, it's a different NBA now because every opposing point guard is going to be somewhere between 6'4" and 6'8". So
Yeah.
at some point you're going to have your little, was he 6'1", 6'2"?
He's 6'2" with a 6'3" wingspan.
Oh man, the wingspan is not doing him any favors.
0 favors. Weighs 185. So
Oh man, but
he's a good shooter.
if it's gonna work, it's gonna be a lot of defensive turnovers that just buy the team more possessions.
Do you think
Because
he could even play point guard on a playoff team?
I don't know, you're hiding him every possession and just
I'm
telling
saying
him
just as a playmaker.
on a playoff team.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
But hey, it's pick 17.
It's pick 17 in one of the weakest classes ever. And Houston's gonna need him to play at some point. So let's see if he's got any juice this year. And I would say that this is another guy. If we're here in a year and he doesn't show anything this year, he doesn't play a lot. Udoka doesn't like starting him.
Ime.
Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
If he doesn't start him, he doesn't play him much. We're gonna be here in a year drafting him in the 30s, so undrafted.
Yeah.
So
He'll
yeah.
be on the
Anyways,
Browning timeline.
but there's some outlier standout skills where we cross our fingers and pray he grows at some point. But
yeah, and that's a really good transition to my next player. Cross your fingers and hope he grows. I'm taking Zachary Sachet
yeah,
on the Mavs
it's
now.
the number one pick.
The number one pick. He falls, unfortunately, a little too far. Let's just look at the numbers. I don't really know.
I know.
what he's
Don't
doing.
say anything until we see the numbers. You don't want to back yourself into a corner here.
Yeah, I mean, he has decent three-point shooting and decent steals. So I would probably still take him over Reed Shepard. He has.
What's
a
the gravity?
tendency- The
He's not going to be an on-ball guy. So what's the gravity like?
The gravity is meh. Yeah, it's 43rd.
It's workable, but it's workable.
And he could switch decently with wings.
Guards and wings. That would be in the what we would have thought.
He's 6'8". You know, he's your wing. I would give him some time. The whole sell on Ricochet before the draft was this guy's going to be a 3-and-D Mikal Bridges. Look, he's not going to be Mikal Bridges, but he can shoot. The defensive numbers aren't very good. There's really no way of hiding it just in terms of who he's guarding. So he's not some sort of clamp.
But he's generating turnovers.
He is generating.
That buys
turnovers.
your team possessions, and that matters.
Yeah, he does that. The minutes per game, you know, he got benched towards the end of the year.
Oh,
The the classic storyline you'll read with him is that he's just kind of invisible, and that's fair because he doesn't really,
He's also not 21 yet.
and he has no assists kind of game. So
He's not 21 yet, and for him to hit, his body is going to need to physically develop to a point where he is a real hard-nosed, tough defender.
Yeah, 6'8", you gotta be more than 200, right? I think that's gonna be the case.
Yeah, he's going to need to put on some muscle and be a stopper, not just a turnover, driver, because the offense doesn't offer that much. He's going to need to be a real defensive guy and then
And I'd like to see him
shoot
pass
threes.
a little bit more, especially in Dallas. He can maybe connect, hopefully, a little
Yeah,
bit more.
I mean, there's
Speaking
the
of
famous
connect,
quote where he was like, "I am just so outmatched athletically in the NBA."
I remember him saying that. Yeah. Could you blame him?
Hogs fans are like,
Oh,
shoot.
they're gone. They got Dort. Speaking of connect, is that where we're going here?
Certainly not me.
Yeah.
I will not be caught picking Connect anywhere. Actually, I don't think he's an NBA player. So,
Pretty good pickup.
there's a lot of not NBA players here, to be honest.
Let's should we do it.
But my next pick is going to be Ron Holland.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
let's buy some athleticism. If the 3-point shot works, he could be a dude.
Sorry, who did you want again?
Ronald
Yeah.
Holland the second.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, it's defense and athleticism, and it's cross your fingers and hope for any offensive output. I saw some red on the out. It's just free throws. Shoot, but
Catfish.
yeah, it's just free throws and offensive rebounding. Those are his only red meters.
Yeah, they
In
give him kind of a power forward, wing type.
yeah, he's a
I saw
wing,
him
not a
hit
guard.
threes. Like I actually kind of like Ronald. We're going to the draft. I had a real soft spot for Ronald Holland because I just felt like he was a faster, quicker, more athletic version of Buzelis because he was a little shorter. But I learned pretty quickly to just bet on the traits.
Yeah, it's
good.
Yeah, but we got someone who, once again, we can cross our fingers and hope they learn how to shoot. It's like maybe if we can just like put him and Reed Shepard in a room together for long enough.
Something to rub off from the other.
Yeah, maybe they'll just like start.
What's that plant? Like what's it? Cross pollination. Yeah, I would say
we're hoping for some cross pollination between Reed Shepard
cross-pollination.
and Ronald Holland the second.
He was part of the NBA G League Ignite disaster.
Yeah.
Where we just haven't been able to produce an NBA player yet. Buzelis could be the first one from the G League Ignite program. Scoot, obviously, major disappointment. Jalen Green, disappointment. There's a lot of them that kind of just came out really stunted after that year in the G League. And Ronald is definitely on that track. And they disbanded it for a reason.
Yeah.
Which takes you to my next pick. Ooh-wee.
Who are you going to take here? I mean, notably, Deshaun Salon is still on the board.
Yeah, he can stay on the board. I'm going to take Baylor Shireman just for the size and the shooting.
Yeah.
And, he didn't go to Baylor, so he's not exactly my guy, but he can shoot, and he could play defense.
I love it,
And,
actually. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, he's
You know who it reminds me of?
Who does he?
Hugo Gonzalez.
He does remind me of Hugo Gonzalez.
It's good matchup.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, advanced numbers, love him.
Yeah, he's a good player. 6'6", 6'8", wingspan.
Super low minutes, but what was he, a second round pick? Like,
He was the 30th pick.
really? Wow. Yeah.
That's my pick. I kind of like it.
That's a great pick.
Pick 19.
I really like it. I really like that for you. Give me Bob Carrington. No.
Give him Bob Carrington. He's already locked it in. Bob Carrington.
Yeah, give me Bob Carrington.
Take us through it.
I'm definitely not going to be some like Bob Carrington truther.
Like
but,
me.
But he
It's
shoots
not great. It's not
he shoots
great.
threes, and I'd say one
Can he
stat
pass?
we need to learn.
Assist turnover is fine.
It's fine, but it's
It's not great. It's actually pretty poor.
But keep scrolling. Give me everything.
Sure.
I'm looking for something.
Nope.
Nah.
You're not gonna get it there.
Yeah, he stinks, but I like that he can dribble. I would say one stat we don't represent well enough yet. Still working. We're adding every day to Basketball Savant. You'll see video to video.
Every day.
Things are changing. We're adding things. But I'd say the thing about Bub that I do like is that he is not totally hopeless dribbling.
True. He has a tight handle. He's 6'4".
Yeah, what's the turnover numbers?
He's got to get off the dribble.
Let's lock in on the turnover numbers.
They're not special at all. They're actually pretty bad.
They're actually really bad. All right, he sucks. Fine.
Yeah, he can't really run an offense, and
No.
maybe he could be a 6-man.
Yeah, but you actually do know who leads this draft class in total minutes played so far?
That's a great question. Well, including playoffs, I would say it would be Castle, because
That's not including playoffs because that is unfair.
just because he went so deep.
Correct.
I would probably still guess Castle. I'm sure.
Well, I'll tell you, it's Bub.
It's Bub.
Bub leads this
That's a great
class
stat.
in minutes per game so far. So
Wow.
I don't know. That's got to count for something.
I guess it does. Here, I pick 19. Yeah, so I'm here with pick 20. And
We're running out of. At this point, in other classes, we're like, oh, this guy, we're not shooting for starter anymore, but at least he can be a rotation guy. Now we're talking about, can you draft NBA players?
Yeah,
can you get draft guys who are not in the G League?
Can we get some second contracts here?
Oh, man. Yeah, second contracts. Not a lot of them.
Which is why I'm kind of fighting between two guys. I'm fighting between Terrence Shannon and Isaiah Collier, because
Talk to me.
they have real opposite abilities. Shannon is your classic Zach LaVine without the athleticism. Not gonna pass, gonna challenge Wemby at the rim for no reason. Like, just not a smart connecting basketball player. And then Collier is kind of the opposite. He's gonna dish it out. He's gonna drive straight line drives, dish it. So I'll take Collier because I think that he has a role, at least in an NBA team, off the bench to be a facilitator and get guys involved. I like it.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot. Give me a Savant. I'm expecting Reds in the assists, basically. I actually was looking at another function on Savant that we'll talk about another day. The
Yeah, very rare
leaderboards.
assists.
The
Explain it.
leaderboards function. He actually, I think, leads the league in assists per 75. So if you
and the numbers show it. He's
Yeah.
98th percentile.
yeah, so if you
And he gets
on
steals.
a per possession
He's an
basis,
awful defender, though.
he is the best playmaker in the NBA.
Yeah, but he's an awful defender and awful shooter. Like, really
Yeah, so
bad.
those are non-negotiables for his profile. I'm surprised he's such a bad defender, honestly, because he's so thick.
So thick.
And also he's
an awful defender.
he's a true driver. Like, all he does is drive to the hoop.
Yeah. He's
So,
kind of north-south
I don't
guy.
know, if he can become a respectable shooter, maybe there's
He's
a
very far
backup.
from that. I mean, he's really bad right now.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Jazz tanking years because I actually had Collier and Filipowski on my dynasty
He's still
teams.
available, Filipowski.
Yeah, and that is going to be my next pick. I will take
There it
Filipowski
is.
next. Yeah. I think that he is a 7-footer who can shoot, and sometimes these guys just break right. They just do. There's not a lot of them in
How's
the
the
NBA.
defense with Filipowski?
Probably horrid.
Yeah, he's very poor rim.
Yeah,
field percentage.
it is as predicted.
I'm sure the gravity's pretty bad. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, all he does is shoot threes. I
I
mean,
just didn't think he'd be respected, but
he's decently respected. I
he
think
could switch nicely.
he switches everything. He actually switches everything.
Yeah.
It's a
Which is
7-footer who
really
switches
nice.
everything and
It's actually
shoots.
one of the best switching.
Yeah, it might be
guardometers
the
we've
most
ever seen.
even guardometer yet.
34 is pretty close. 37. Wow.
He
It's
guards 29% of the time as a 7-footer.
Yeah.
He switches everything.
What position does he play? Is what I would say. I don't know.
I think he's
kind of the Sarr.
a 4, probably. Yeah, but he could shoot much better than Sarr. I think there's 4 in his world.
You think Utah use him at the 4? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't play the 5.
He can't be your only
How's
5.
his rebounding? Because playing with Jaren Jackson, that could be important. His rebounding's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I'm decent. I like this pick, actually.
He's big, so they have
I like this pick, and I think Utah's got a pretty solid development process. And also, his rookie year, he was much worse. And then he came back, went to Summer League, and won Summer League MVP, and shot like a gazillion threes. Like it looked like Lauri Markkanen. I was like, holy. So I think that there's another level of his shooting to be unlocked. And
that is an interesting comp, the Lauri Markkanen comp, although he's just a sniper now.
I know, but do you remember early career Lauri Markkanen?
I do.
It was a lot like this.
In Chicago and in Cleveland.
It was a lot like this, maybe even worse as a rebounder and worse as a defender.
It's true. It is true.
So sometimes if you have a 7-footer who can just shoot comfortably, sometimes it just breaks right. And let's see, man. At this point in the draft, with these guys on the board, I feel solid.
We could see who's on the board here at 22. I'm going to take Topic.
Yeah, as a mystery box.
Just because of the dribbling and the playmaking that I think is.
You're not going to find any stats for him.
You're not going to find much because he's just not.
Low sample. Shaded means low sample.
Yeah, and so it's all a pretty low sample. But he shot 40% from 3. Look, he had a tough year. All right.
Tough.
He had a
Can you tell us about his year?
He had a tough year.
Tell us about his year.
I mean, this guy had
tell us what he fought
cancer, and he was undergoing chemotherapy. He came back and played, and that was after coming off of his rookie year torn ACL. Now, look, this isn't the NBA draft on ESPN where we just give you the sob story for every single player, and that's why we draft them. But I am saying that we haven't really even seen him physically even close to 100%. I mean, he tore his ACL, he missed the entire rookie year, and then he was coming off of testicular cancer in his sophomore year. So, there's just, it's a 99th percentile assist per 75, and it's an 85th percentile shooting on. Obviously, not enough of an efficiency
yeah.
And so I'm gonna take him. He's 6'6",
point guard.
Yeah, I mean it was tough because he fell obviously because of the torn ACL, but he's somebody.
I agree. He's another guy.
Minutes this year, and I could see him going higher in next year's redraft.
I agree. He probably has one of the biggest potentials for a leap here.
Sure.
Now he could be once again undrafted. This is going to be a tough class to redraft next year.
That's gonna be fun.
It's going to be tough.
All right, let's go rapid fire for the last.
Yeah, let's just. It's tough to even look at them, bro.
Look, it's 23. So how many classes go 23 deep? I do think there's kind of a cliff here, though. Well, hang on.
Massive cliff.
Oh, I think it's the wrong Spencer brother. Yeah, I know who I'm.
No, I'm taking Cam Spencer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a bad pick. I mean,
he's just a pure shooter, and maybe he'll play minutes on a bad team at some point. Yeah.
I'm gonna follow that up with my guy, Justin Edwards.
Okay.
He is a wing shooter, hopefully, and you know what? With this new LeBron Philly team, maybe he gets a little fun minutes. Maybe he gets some coaching also.
Yep. All right, next up, rapid fire. Give me Quentin Post.
He isn't Quentin Post.
He is a big man who shoots. So there's usually, most teams have a role for that off the bench, even if it's just a second look in the playoffs. We remember how much the Mavs printed with just Maxi Kleber off the bench, just as a stretch 5 against these elite rim protecting bigs. I don't think he's a starting stretch 5. I don't think he is going to be a rock stretch 5, but I think he could have a place on playoff teams where if they want to show a 5-wide look to neutralize some of these rim protectors, he could be useful as a chess piece.
It's Speaking of chess pieces, I'm going to take my guy. Say it with your chest. Say it with me, Adam. 3, 2, 1. Tristan da Silva.
Otherwise known as TDS, otherwise known as titties.
Sure, those are all correct. But he's a connecting power forward. He can dribble, he can shoot, he can pass.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah, I agree. That's a decent pick. He's also like 25 years old, 24 years old.
Sure.
So that's a huge issue for me in general.
He's a power forward. We're not asking him to develop that much, if I'm being honest. All right.
Oh, yeah. Next up, give me Kyshawn Salon.
Ooh, this is your guy.
Yeah, he's the mascot of my dynasty team, the dynasty team that won the championship last year.
Okay.
He basically stinks, but
he's washed.
He was a super project at the draft, like super duper project, and everyone knew that. And he likes to shoot, and he is big, and I like that. And that's about it. I hope that he can develop some instincts and maybe a couple brain cells, maybe, where he actually.
Melo's gone, so maybe that'll.
Yeah, so maybe he starts to see the court. Maybe he starts making smart plays. But this guy is big. He shoots threes, and he gets so amped when he hits them. It's adorable. So I don't know. I'm hoping.
That's all he does.
I think a big part of this is. That he was such a big project as a pick that if you're gonna pick him there, you gotta just see it out, right? If you're gonna pick this like super raw guy, you're gonna have to wait till he's 22 to give up on him. There's definitely a case to give up on him right now, but no one expects him to be a high minutes player in his first couple of years. So let's see how it goes.
Possible he doesn't get drafted next time around.
Yeah, I mean...
Possible he didn't get drafted
this time. It's possible we only do 20 picks next year.
I think we might even go deeper.
Yeah, it's possible.
Here, I'm going to take Terrence Shannon just because he slashes pretty nicely. And he's got the size. Now, he's older. I know you don't like that. But I've seen him get to the rim against quality defenses, and he's not afraid of anything.
I think we have a slider.
Give it to us.
I think Ryan Dunn's a slider.
I was going to take him with the last pick.
I think he's a real slider. I think we could have taken him many picks ago.
Obviously, the deal with
Can I see? I think that's a savant we could look at.
Sure. I think everybody knows with Ryan Dunn, he came in out of college at Virginia shooting, I think, 12% from three or like 19%. And then literally his first couple of months in the NBA, he shot like 50%. It was like one of the craziest things ever. But he's probably the best defense. Think of Matisse Thybulle kind of guy.
Yeah. I mean, the defense. He should have gone a while ago, I think, in our draft. And
could be.
I think... Yeah, and by the way, just to piggyback on what you just said about the shooting, one of the things we wanted Basketball Savant to show is that, and you'll see a lot, we also have Draft Savant if you want to look at their draft profiles, but basically 3-point percentage takes a long time to stabilize, and it's very variant. So I would look more at other indicators, free throw percentage, 3 attempts, because those stabilize a lot quicker. So otherwise you get these guys freaking out about Ryan Dunn shooting 50% from 3 over 2 months. Now, if you dive into the analytics and you look at Basketball Savant, that entire number is going to be shaded gray because it's just not a big enough sample yet. But Ryan Dunn, love the pick. He's definitely a useful defender, and he could be a NBA top 8 on a team, and that is honestly huge value.
Which gives me the last pick. I'm going to take my guy, actually my not guy, Johnny Furphy.
Oh,
because I just believe in
Just because of that one dunk he had on Noah Senge?
Yeah, that was a nice dunk.
I remember you scouted him, and you didn't like him very much because...
He's a tiny wingspan.
Negative wingspan, and that was a huge red flag.
Also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. But here... I picked 30.
I picked 30 in one of the worst classes ever.
I'm like happy that he's kind of made it.
All right, let's do a quick review. Let's do a run through. Castle 1.
Let's make our tier lists, like where the things fall off.
I actually think that there's a top 6 tier.
I think there's tiers within that, though.
Of course. I think top 2 tier.
Yeah.
I think top 2 tier, we have real blue chip assets. I think that these guys could fetch a lot on the open market.
Yeah.
Like big time. Like they could be the biggest piece in real trades. So I think that's 1 tier. The next tier,
Role players.
I'm taking the next 3 through 6. How do you feel about that?
I would go from 7 to 14.
I know, but I'm saying after the 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is a tier.
6, and for me it's 7 through 14.
Ooh, for me I think it's. I don't know. I can't have Jared McCain and Reed Shepard. And I guess they are different tiers.
They are different tiers.
Man.
And that's why you could have your 15 through literally the rest of the draft tier.
No, 15 through
players.
15 through 22.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
Players who could be rotation guys in the NBA.
I actually agree.
And then 22 and on is these guys probably are never top 8 on a team. And I do think Dunn is too low. I think Dunn could have gone as high as.
I probably would take him 23.
I wouldn't have hated him at 15.
No, I actually wouldn't hate him at 15 either. And that's the kind of redraft stuff that we are here to offer you is the debates over whether or not Ryan Dunn should have gone 15 or he fell to 29. We're not going to get caught up in all the big names.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be redrafting every class every year.
Yeah. Until next time, then.
All right, shout out. Let's go. Peace.